What's up, guys? Welcome back. Steve the Canadian, this guy, coming back at you, and we are welding up a little turbo thing here. You know what I mean? Welding up a turbo. So I'm gonna flip the camera around, show you what we're doing, and then set you guys up to simply watch while I actually get something done. All right, guys. So here's where we are at. I've already done a little grinding, a little cutting to get to this point. So, the original turbo flange that was originally being used for this bad boy was on the exhaust for the three-wheeler. I guess I can go back there now. That's the exhaust manifold for that. But we are here now with this, with a turbo that bolts to this, and with some pipe. Now, this is some nice exhaust pipe from, I believe, the Geo dirt bike. I don't know if you guys saw that video, but it's nice pipe. It welds up nice when you clean it, and it'll look good coming around to that nice bend. And then once that is welded, I gotta kind of line it all up while I'm doing, let me get rid of this thing. I gotta kind of line it all up. I got nowhere to put it. You just stay. So, once the exhaust is lined up, that's just loose on there right now. Once the exhaust is all lined up, I just gotta then line that up and weldy, and then the turbo sits right there. You know what? Hang on. All right, I'm back. This is incredibly hard to hold with one hand, but you guys get the idea. Right? Oh, it's actually, where it was fucking perfect. So then you got the turbo. I think I showed you guys in the last video that the carb actually is going to be like right there. So it's going to be a direct bolt up. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. Try and keep it like there. Yeah, that'd be nice. And then 2 of the bolts will hold mounting brackets up to there, up to that hole. So it'll be fully supported by exhaust and by a bracket. But yeah, that's the goal. And then from there, we build the exhaust that way, because we are still using, oh, you can see it up there, the original exhaust. There you go. We're still gonna use that. We're gonna cut the 2 part off and use it to come off of here, because I have all the plates for this. So let me put this down, because it's actually kind of like, ow, breaking my damn hand. And I'm gonna set you guys up so I can get to welding. Yeah, that'll be a lot better than that weird ass fucking exhaust that was around it. So yeah. All right, guys, I'll set you up. Huh. Alright. Alright guys, so we've got the pipe on. I had to weld her at an angle. So we've got a little pie cut going in there. You guys know my welds ain't the greatest regardless, but still. So we're gonna now set you up, weld this pie in or tack it in. I think I'm about to run out of wire to be honest, but we can solve that problem. So yeah. Alright guys, I'll set you up. All right, guys. And here we are. I went ahead and threw the turbo on, threw the carb on so you guys get a good idea. And real quick, let me shake that off. I was just looking. I'll be able to use my original exhaust and do the idea that I wanted to do of having it kind of go down there. So, good news all around. Yeah, this. So, with the exhaust properly tilted, you get in that tightened down. That obviously the turbo's not tightened down. You guys see what's going on, right? See what I mean by like, we got little distance here from carb to turbo. So, what I'm probably gonna end up doing is clocking. I could keep it short. If I clock the turbo back a whole bolt, it's gonna be pointing more out, so I could do like a nice loop in. But this way, I did not unbolt the other carb from, oh, it's all the way back there. The other carburetor has another 26 millimeter, the original one. So I'm thinking I might just have the original one come off if it'll fit, and then just tube to that one in a loop this way. We'll see. I might have to clock the turbo. It's not that big of a deal if it is. Best part of it is that exhaust from 2 to 1 goes right into that where I want to keep it mounted down there, right here. And I wanted it to be like here, but I fucked up and it was like here, so now it would be here. Yeah, and it'll be perfect. Right? Very short run. Oil out, the bottom one will just come around. Actually, you know what? It'll go straight up the frame. Sorry guys, I'm fucking up. So the bottom one will just go straight up the frame here and come off right down into that. The return, damn, now I gotta rethink this whole thing because I got a oil cooler. You can see the lines for, you can see it right there. So now I gotta figure out the oil cooler. I don't really need it. I could just do a direct shot and figure that out. I'll probably do that. I'll probably do a direct shot, figure it out, see what happens. But either way, guys, this is what's going on with the turbo. Just a short little update video on the turbo. Yeah, look at this beauty. That's just gonna be a nice looking system. Hang on, guys. There we go. Okay, now you're seeing it. Tank's on. I know it looks big. Once it's white, it'll really match up nice. Oh, everything though, the combo, right? That is looking fancy. That, and then we're gonna have, yeah, the 2-into-1, and I'll have the dump pipe just go right into that. That's the blow off valve. That's the turby werby. See if she spins still. I hope it does. This turbo's it spins nice. This is a Max Speeding Rod ATV turbo, if you guys are wondering. I'll give you the part number. A BFO 803 21070. Starting to get worn off because this turbo's been around for a while, but it's brand new. It's been oiled, it's brand new. I have not just left it to die. God, that looks good. What a nice, like, just right in front of the motor design. And on a chopper, because the front end comes way down here, that's really nice, because that'll make that wrapped kind of the centerpiece. And I'm gonna wrap the intake for no reason but looks. I'm gonna wrap the exhaust, obviously. I'm gonna wrap this part of the turbo, the exhaust side. That'll be a bitch, but I'm gonna do it. I was thinking about painting this side of the turbo, but I'll just leave it silver as is. And then all the wiring loom actually will be wrapped in heat shield wire loom. So that'll look cool too, because It'll complement the bike. Heat shield complements the bike every time. I know you guys are saying, oh, it's not level. Oh, it's not bolted in. Well, there we go. But hot damn, guys, this is gonna be one nice machine, right? A little bit of kick to it too. I don't know how much power. Oh, excuse me, I'm burping. This really puts out. So we'll see, right? But as for now, we got stuff going on. We're on our way. All right, guys. Bye.